How many miles do you think you could paddle in one trip? 50, 60, 100, 125? Well, how does 444 grab you? Yeah, I thought so. You see, every summer in Canada, paddlers from around the world gather to take on the world's longest canoe race, the Yukon River Quest. It's a non-stop wilderness race with just 2 compulsory layups during the whole competition. And in 2016, Canoe Show contributor Rich Harpham returned to the Yukon to take part with his C2 partner Rob Campbell. And they finished it in under 60 hours. We spoke to Rich and Rob just before they set off from their Bedford training base in 2016. And then this year, we had an idea that revisiting their adventure through the Harpham family video archive would be a great way of giving you a taste of this unique event. So here's their story.
So we're taking part in the Yukon River Quest, a jaunt down from Whitehorse to Dawson City, which follows the prospectors, the Gold Rush route. Well, the format of the race is a Le Mans start, so I think you actually have to literally run across, jump in your canoes and away. And the first bit, you're heading down to a fairly long lake called Lake Labarge, slightly longer than Loch Ness, and has that sort of lake conditions that can whip up into a bit of a frenzy. So you've got to keep your wits about you with that. And then you head on down, and of course all the way down the river you're picking up other tributaries, and it's like the confluences of different rivers, the White River, I think the Mackenzie River, and it picks up pace. So it starts at say 4 or 5 miles an hour and goes onwards and upwards from there. But the scale of the kind of vistas and what you see with these huge channels and so much history around the place, and then onwards till you get to Dawson City to chill out and have a drink. We've been training really hard, and the conditions are hard to replicate here in the UK because we just don't have rivers of that scale. But put it this way, winning times have been in and around the kind of 50-hour mark, and I think we'll come in sometime after that, but hopefully not too long.
It's the longest race I've ever done, and also it's in wilderness country, but in really stunning, picturesque landscape. So I can't wait to see the river, the forest, mountains, the whole thing really. The Gold Rush, it's just, it really is a great mystery to me.
Welcome to the boat of choice. What do you think, Rob?
I think it's fantastic. That's right down at the back. Right, well we're just going to put this through the bow so it will give us enough push, so you're not pushing on the side walls of the boat and you're pushing forward, which will keep the boat together rather than pushing it in half, okay? That's the idea.
That's it, we've tried our new boat, the Canoe VA1. Jensen Racing. It's got a flared kind of midsection, very racy front, and feels nice. It genuinely does. It's just a slightly different buoyancy and sort of, I suppose, primary stability than we're used to. But lovely V-shaped hull. So we shall see how we go. First training run done. It's just really exciting to be here. Everything that we're trying to do, all the preparation that we've tried to do is about feeding the machine, making sure our bodies don't break down, that we can keep going, obviously not arguing. And I think also trying to maintain a sensible pace that we can keep going for that amount of hours, you know, 50, 60 hours of racing.
It's not about your physical well-being, it's about your mental strength. That if you really want to get there, you will. But obviously you've got to train fairly hard, but it's your mind that actually gets there. And I've been with people in boats that have not really been committed to it, and they find it so hard. So sometimes somebody says, can I do it? And I said, well, how much are you determined to do it? And I think that's the first thing. I've never asked anyone to do anything for me And I've always said, you know, if you want to do it, you'll get there. And it's the same with my own mind, really. It's that commitment, really being in the zone that you want to finish at the end.
And again, going into the race, feeling mentally strong. We've done everything we can do to prepare for this. Fingers crossed.
So number 72 is Canoe Trail on tour. Fans that are here, if you can make some noise, we're going to get started here. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there they go!
The start of the race is in Whitehorse, and you go over into a 30-mile lake, and that can be quite tricky because storms can brew up very quickly.
Yeah. So not our happiest time. We're about 15 miles in. We were doing well, and then felt like our backs were giving because the seat or the boat seemed to be leaning, and when we pulled over, the tractor seat was broke. So we're now in the process of trying to jury rig with gaffer tape, which fixes all, and some wood. How to go from the front to the back of the race. Lake Labarge in the sun, shortly to be followed by Lake Labarge in the rain. Near enough end of day one on the Yukon River Quest, and it's absolutely raining cats and dogs. We're on about the last 12-15 miles, so now we've got to get all togged up. Slightly frustrating. Everything we gain with a fast boat we lose with having to stop, because you can't do anything from the fast boat to top up water or feed or whatever. So yeah, slightly frustrating there as well. Anyway, not too far from the end. Probably going to be about a 26-hour paddle, and obviously a lot of frustration with the seat breaking. Hey ho! Welcome to Carmack's campground, and all the teams, this is a mandatory check-in for a 7-hour break, and all the teams then have a 7-hour layover, as they call it. Bit of sleep, bit of food, that kind of thing. And all the boats lined up. So the front runners are already gone. Got to say, the volunteer team have been absolutely amazing, checking, scrutineering, helping, making everything happen. Absolute angels, including our very own cat, who's been brilliant. Basically, with the Yukon River Quest, you're racing against three things: the clock, the weather, and the other races. And obviously, the clock is the thing you can best understand. The other races, well, they've got what they've got in the tank, and the weather you can't change. You hope for a score draw. That's why it's one of the toughest races around. So here goes Woolsey in their big boys boat. We've got them on video. This is going to be amazing. Absolutely great team of lads. And last one in is the loser. So this is Five Finger Rapids. It's just gone midnight, and you can see there's a fair amount of light.
I've always thought Five Finger Rapids is kind of really hairy, but my partner Richard, who's actually done it before, tells me it's fine as long as you keep to the right hand channel. So I'm trusting in his judgment.
Yeah, let's put some power on then. No, yeah. Okay, flow coming in. Okay, great. Yeah. Hold on, still quite fast here. Can you back? Yeah, okay. Okay. Hold on, we're in an eddy line. You alright? Good. Shit, that was close. Yeah. But we knew it was going to be, didn't we? Yeah, I didn't realise quite how close. Well, I thought it was very close. All the way down. Okay, let's point the nose and break in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See you guys. That was pretty close. Wow, the light looks amazing. So we're 3:24 in the morning, and the light is stunning. And we're on the race to the midnight sun. Yeah.
There's 2 compulsory stops. Originally there wasn't a 3-hour stop at the near the end, but now that's been put in for safety purposes.
It's been a tough shift. Wow, I don't know how bad I look also, but that's 2/3 of it, I think, done. Kind of emotional, and that is one of the hardest things I've ever done. Hey! Time now is midnight 40, and Voyager canoes 1 and 2. This is the 6 of Hearts, and they're leading us through by the Stewart River next to the Yukon River. Dawson City. What do you think, winner?
Bullshit. Tie goes to the rider. Good work.
High five.
Oh my god.
Sort of. It's a figure of speech. The Yukon Territories is just this huge wilderness area that's pretty much unspoiled. It's, I think, 36,000 people live there. It's bigger than Texas. And it's a real place to sort of get off grid and relax. And of course, we might call it an adventure, but people live there. And one of the things that I hope is that people will have a look at this unique place in the world and maybe go and have a look for themselves, because actually it's a perfect place to go with your family, You can explore in and around Whitehorse, get down to Dawson City, see what the gold rush was around in 1898. And so there's all this tourism stuff, but you could mix it with a bit of adventure. So you could paddle there. You could get a guide if you weren't fully confident. You could be guided down the river. People like Up North Adventures, get in there, get a boat sorted, get a guide, and off you go. So I think that Yukon magic is one of those destinations that you just got to see for yourself and find out how amazing. It's one of those pinch yourselves, the world is that amazing, and just go there and see it for yourself.